Hello everyone! In today's video, I spend a lot of time doing productive things like assignments, studying, cooking, and more. College has been super busy so far, even though I'm only taking the minimum number of credits required to be a full-time student at my university. And this is mostly because I'm taking an extremely hard programming class. This class literally feels like the maximum number of credits all by itself, and I am suffering, but I'm just hoping to pass and make it through the semester, honestly. If all goes well, the rest of my semesters probably won't be nearly as stressful. I also don't really film myself coding that often just because it's very stressful, and especially when I'm in the midst of a huge project, I don't really feel like filming or doing anything except for working on that project, but hopefully in some future videos I'll be able to get some coding filmed for all of you. In this clip, I think I was completing a lab assignment for my stats class, which is probably my favorite class this semester. I also really like my information studies class, but we have to write quite a few papers in that class, and I don't like writing papers, so for now, stats is my favorite class. By the time this video goes up, I'll be a couple weeks away from my first exam in my stats class and a couple weeks away from my first exam in my programming class. I don't feel too bad about stats, but with programming, I am pretty stressed. Either way, I'll try to get a midterm week vlog up, but I can't make any promises because I have a huge programming project due on the same day as my stats exam, and then after that, I only have less than a week to cram for my programming exam. Realistically, I know that all my time is going to be consumed with the programming project, so I probably won't get much studying done for my programming exam before then, but I'm hoping to spend a whole weekend studying for stats. I don't think I'll need much more time than that because I did very well in my AP Stats class in high school and the AP Stats exam, and the content is very similar, so I'm not too worried about it. For my programming exam, I'm planning on spending a whole week studying. I wish I had more time than that, honestly, because that's just how bad that class is, but I'm sure it'll all be fine. My goal is to just do whatever I can, and hopefully that'll be enough to pass. I'm also working on a few application essays to get into my preferred major, so that's also been stressing me out, and I've also been waiting on some important emails for some life updates that I'll share later once everything is 100% confirmed. Other than that, I have to admit that this semester has not been nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I'm a sophomore this year, so I've never had a fully in-person college semester before, and I was very stressed out about how it would go. And although it's been challenging, it hasn't been nearly as bad as I thought, so I'm pretty happy about that. There's also plenty of days off coming up, so those will really come in handy in reducing my stress. In this clip, I was sitting in a programming lecture. I've honestly gotten so much better at filming in lecture. My tips are to sit all the way in the back corner so that no one can really see, as long as you have the camera only facing yourself. I typically take all my lecture notes on my iPad with my Apple Pencil, and then I type up some summarized cheat sheet type notes on my laptop later when it's closer to an exam. If you've gotten to this point in the video, I'd love to know how you take notes in class, so feel free to comment that down below. When I go to a lecture, I always pack my Apple Pencil, my iPad, my water bottle, and my AirPods so I can listen to music while I walk to lecture. If I'm going to lab, I'll also take my laptop with me because for the classes that I'm taking now, lab assignments typically require a laptop. That's all for this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.